For anybody to doubt Matthew Stafford, he's got a bunch of no names and nobody can tell you who they are on the offensive line.
And they need a run game. They quite honestly, they need a run game. And their O-line is just not good enough to sustain a pass game if you're going to need Stafford to drop back 40 times.
I asked him why. And he said it's because I feel healthier than I have in 3 or 4 years. And my arm feels loose. I feel like I can just go out and play.
The Los Angeles Rams put a beat down on the Arizona Cardinals, divisional rivals. One thing that frustrates me about this game, first I did the box score. I looked at the box score, looked at the numbers, and then I actually went back and looked at the whole game in real time. One thing that frustrates me is that the score of 9-26, it did not tell me the whole story. Like, the Rams really beat down the Cardinals. Like, y'all really did it to them. Having unfortunate errors in the red zone where 2 times you guys are giving up field goals or opportunities where that shouldn't have happened. You should have scored a touchdown. And so there were a lot of points that were left off the scoreboard, which isn't okay, which isn't good, given the pedigree that I still hold you guys at, being former Super Bowl champions just 2 years ago. So there's some things we're going to get into within the Cardinals game. And then we're going to talk about the Steelers. And I'm going to talk about how you guys beat the Steelers. I am a Bengals fan, so I know you guys very well, whether it be from Zach Taylor in the coaching tree or us losing to y'all in the Super Bowl, but beating y'all this year, oh yeah, we in there. And then I know a lot about the Steelers just because they're our rival in the AFC North. First things first, what did I see? I'm happy that Matthew Stafford is still alive and he is still healthy and there is no elbow injury. Because we all know, you and me, he should not be up standing right now. The amount of hits and sacks he has been taking this season, it's unfortunate. It sucks. And I'm happy he didn't take any type of pay cut. He's deserving of every penny at this point in time. Everything that he is doing, 226 for a touchdown, 3 sacks, losing 23 yards, which is pretty massive. You have Cooper Kupp that's back. And so this is what I'll tell you. I'll say it like this. I'm looking at the box score and I'm like, why does Puka Nacua only have 4 receptions for 26 yards? Why does Tutu Atwell only have 1 reception where he got 30 yards? And then Cooper Kupp is out here eating with 7 receptions, 148, and a touchdown. I didn't want that because I knew when Cooper Kupp came back, the targets were going to go to him. I knew that Puka Nacua was going to be a little bit of a background dancer. Of course, that's every number 2's job. But when I look at the game, it's like, oh, y'all didn't even have a chance to give it to Puka like that. Oh, you like to use Tutu on these long crossers, these long overs, these long concepts where everything has to develop. Oh, you don't have time. Oh, okay. So I'm happy that I actually watched the game because that really, really told me everything I need to know. Steve Avila, you're a rookie, so I'm going to give you a break. You're a rookie, you're young, you still have a lot to learn, and so you get the pass. Kevin Dotson, you've been playing, good. Kevin Dotson is a legit guard in the National Football League. If you don't know, now you know. If you're a Rams fan, you don't know your offensive line, I'm telling you right now, you have a right guard who is legit, and then your right tackle, Rob Havenstein, he's good. The right side of the offensive line is lit. It's so amazing, and I think that's why y'all are able to give the ball. If you look at the game, a lot of your completions were to that right side boundary. And I just think it's because you guys have just a little bit more time on that side when you guys focus your attention on the right side of the field. Or left side of the offensive line, yo, what's up? It's bad. And I'm going to get into Sean McVay a little bit. You know, he's still my top 3 offensive-minded head coaches, point blank period. I don't think anyone can touch Sean McVay. When you look at what the Rams have, and this is the frustrating thing about football in general. When you talk football, look at what the Rams have. Look at the pieces. They're young, they're unexperienced. Some of them, this is their first time starting, and they're winning games. They're winning games, and they're staying in games, too. People like to gloss over that and just see, oh, they lost. Oh, they just beat a bad team. Not understanding how much coaching has to go into that just to be a formidable opponent of any sorts. And so I have high praise for Sean McVay, but why are we waiting to the second half to run Kyren Williams to the ground? Why? Why are we waiting till the second half? Let's talk about the Bengals game just real quick. Bengals game, week 3 versus the Rams, okay? I remember that game very vividly because I was like, this is going to be our first win. You know, we're going to win our first game. These guys are easy, blah, 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 blah. Everything looks hunky-dory for us. The game starts, and y'all are running the ball down our throats. And this Puka Nacua guy is just cooking Mike Hilton, our slot corner. And I'm baffled. And I'm like, Kyren Williams had only 10 carries that game. And we're getting to Matthew Stafford, sacked 6 times, most sacked game that the Bengals had in a very long time. And so I'm just like, wait, why aren't they running the ball down our throats? We're like one of the worst rushing defenses. Why aren't they running the ball? And it's just so weird. But I know for a fact, we won that game 19-16. If Kyren Williams had more than 10 carries, we lose that game. Full sin, full stop. Tyler Higbee was unguardable that game. So I don't get it. I don't understand really what Sean McVay is doing. Keep incorporating the misdirection plays. Run the ball in the first half. Use big bodies of Puka Nacua and Tyler Higbee in play action scenarios. Quick slants also. So I just don't get it. And unfortunately, you lose Kyren Williams with an ankle injury. Looks like he's going to be out multiple weeks. So I'll say this. There is a silver lining though, guys. Zach Evans, your rookie running back. One thing he really has on his side is EOS, which at Real Friends of Football, we use element of surprise. It's massive for running backs. A lot of defenses really don't know, A, how y'all are going to play against them. So we'll just use the Steelers. How y'all going to play against them? How many carries you're going to give him? Certain things like that. So Zach Evans is in a really, really beautiful opportunity to make his name known. How you guys beat the Steelers, though? How do you guys beat the Steelers? I'll tell you. So defensively for the Rams, I think whatever y'all are doing, just keep doing it. I would say my only thing would be George Pickens is going to beat Witherspoon if that's the matchup. So making sure that there is a safety always on top of Witherspoon, because I saw him against Hollywood Brown, Boomer Sooner, and he was just getting cooked. He made one good play where he broke up the ball, so that was good. But the next one, the ball was just slightly out of bounds, and it was a good catch by Marquise, but it was out of bounds. So he needs help. He needs help. George Pickens will get his if there is not a safety over Witherspoon. So that needs to happen. That's number one. Number two, if you're in the red zone, you do not leave without a touchdown. 100%. You do not leave without a touchdown. Do not do a field goal thing. That shit is not going to work. Sorry for my language. It is not going to work. The Steelers defense will score touchdowns if the Steelers offense does not. I'm going to say this again. I am a Bengals fan. I have gone through very, very painful games with this team. If the offense does not score touchdowns, the defense will. Every red zone trip for the Rams is a 4-down territory. So if they go for 4 downs and they don't kick the field goal and they don't get it, don't be mad at your team. Don't be mad at Sean McVay. If you're getting field goals against the Steelers, you will lose this game. You need touchdowns. You need 2 to 3 touchdowns, guys. You need 21 points to beat the Steelers. Defensively, y'all are fine. Stop the run. They have no run game. Just cover George Pickens. Y'all would be good there. Confuse Kenny Pickett. That's going to be easy. Get the interceptions. All tip balls get caught. Every fumble on the ground, go after. Y'all are going to be fine. Run the ball in the first half. Wear down that defense. Get the play action party started. Abuse Puka Nacua and Tutu Atwell. With misdirection, make sure their eyes are everywhere except for Cooper Kupp. That should be the ideal. That should be the game plan. Have the defense's eyes everywhere except for Cooper Kupp. With mixed directions, put Puka in the backfield. Put him at quarterback for a few drops. Like, do anything to where Cooper Kupp is invisible. Lastly, the Steelers defense is aggressive, guys. It's aggressive. It's scary. I hate it. Run away from TJ Watt. I like where the Rams are at. Honestly, I used to say that they had 4 pillars to why they were great. I said they had Aaron Donald, they had Sean McVay, they had Matthew Stafford, and Cooper Kupp. 4 pillars. And I'm happy to say, I think pillars are being added, guys. I think Tutu Atwell, a huge mismatch for defenses. I think Puka Nacua is only getting used to what his body can actually do. I don't think he understands what his body can do for him in the NFL. Y'all are going to be fine. Let me know what you think in the comments. Like, comment, and subscribe.